Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm doing 2 reviews on hook sets that I purchased from Temu. So let's get started. I figured they're probably going to be right about the same as far as the hook heads. This set was intriguing because they're double-sided. So I will start with that set. I'll open them up and take a look at them. Okay, if you want to know scan code, you can scan that. It will take you right to it. There's 10 pieces. They have 2 different sizes on each end of the hook. So there's pretty small ones, and then it looks like it goes up to a 10, which looks like a J hook. It does say 8, doesn't it? There's 2 8 ends here. 7 and 8 and 8 and 10. 4 and 8. Which is not millimeter. 5 and 7. So it would be handy if you had a gauge that tells you sizes for you. Let me grab mine. Let's see, where is mine? Okay, so this came in the Hobby Lobby box that I purchased during Christmas time. This is for knitting needles. This is for crochet hooks. So if you want to know the size and you are unsure, this one's too small. This one will not be on here. It's smaller than a 3. I'm guessing this is probably like a 1.75 head. If it even has a head. I don't think that can even be crocheted with. That's like flattened. No, you cannot crochet with that. So that end is no good. I guess you could pick with it. This one doesn't fit in 3.5, so this is a 4. This is a 4 millimeter. It's marked as 7. That's a 4 millimeter. These 2 are smaller as well. That one is too big, so it's a 3.5 on that end. Both ends are 3.5. Must be really close. Must be like 3.5 and 3.25, because this one doesn't want to really go in there. Hear it scratching? Yeah. So that one's too small. This one says 3. Doesn't want to go in 3. So yeah, I mean, it's tough to know what sizes they are, because that's probably 4.5 mm. It says 6, but it's deceiving, because you would think that they would put 2 sizes that are similar to each other but different on each end. 4.5. See, it's like, yeah. So, not real excited about these hooks, to be honest. They look like they'd be fine to use. Like, the hook heads look fine. The sizes are just insane. Also, you're going to have to check every single time that you go to use it, unless you get these memorized. Pretty sure a 9 is a 5.5. So it fits in 5.5. So that is accurate. 7.5. 7.5 is 4.5? No. See, that's not true. It looks like an H to me. But an H is an 8, so I don't know. I'm fairly disappointed. I think they'd be fine for a throw in your bag to fix things set, you know. That's a smaller head that's actually not flattened. But this one is flattened, so it's, you know, it's not a hook. I'm not very excited about these at all. I'll put the cost of these hooks somewhere on the screen. If you are interested, you can take a look at them. I personally don't love them. This is my honest first impression because I have not looked at these. I was excited to, not so excited now. But I suppose they can be useful for fixing things. All right, I'm gonna try this out. This is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber. This is from Hobby Lobby. Color is Silver Sparkle. I only purchased one ball of this because that's all they had. So, just gonna try this hook out real quick. I know it's not going to be good for my hands because there's nothing ergonomic here. But I'll give it a fair shake, even though I'm not excited about it. That's what reviews are about, right? Can't always just be excited about stuff. So the hook head is similar to Boye. I do not have a Boye to compare it to. It hits me very oddly, very, very oddly. The ergonomic part would help that because I think it would bring me up here. But being that there are two hook heads, it narrows here. So I'm going to have to adjust and probably hold it up here because if I hold it down here, I'm hitting weird in my hand. I'm gonna hold it up a little further. The hook head is smooth. This would be the J. This is the size 10. It's hard to hold on to just because of my hands. I'm used to something more to hold on to. So it crochets fairly decent. I couldn't use it for extended periods of time because, well, first of all, it is slipping in my hand. So it keeps sliding. My thumb keeps wanting to go down to this part because that would be the natural rest. And it makes it too short in my palm. So I definitely would not be able to use this for long periods of time. But here's a tip. So if you have any extra like handle ends that you have ever used with your hooks, any at all, and I have several, you can wrap it with the self-adhesive bandages, and I have a video on that. You can use silicone tape. I have a video on that. You could use the Boye Ergonomic crochet hook set. That is the little set that you open up the egg part, and then this goes in that. These would work for that. Also, if you have ever bought a chunky Boye crochet handle, this would work really well with that. And I don't have any of them near me, so I cannot show you any of them. I've been cleaning too much. So that would fix the ergonomic part. They're not bad hooks. I mean, they're fairly basic. What intrigued me was that they were double-sided. So, but also that shortens it up for me. So I think they're decent basic hooks. The dings that I would give it, I'm fighting with my yarn, so I'm just gonna quit. But the dings that I would give it are that they're too short. They should be a little longer, just for usability. But for correcting mistakes in, say, your knitting or your crochet, if you had them in your bag, if you wanted to work something up really quick if you're waiting in the car for somebody or the doctor's office or something, you know, short term, they would work for me that way. But what intrigued me was that you were getting a whole set of hooks because there were 2 on each end. But that's not true because some of them repeat, so it's not like you're getting a true full set because they repeat. I know there was 2 8s in here. Yep. See, these 2 are 8s. And that's okay. Like, it doesn't matter to me. But it was less than what I had wanted. There's another 8. So that's 3 8s. And H is pretty popular, so I'll give them that for getting right on that. H is a pretty basic size. This one's scoonched, can't use that. So that's 2 7s. Yep, that's 2 7s, 3 8s. Maybe this one's a 7 here. But they are not the same size. Do you see this? Are you seeing this? Those are not the same size. They say 7, 7 and 7. That is not the same size. So yeah, I mean, they're fine. They would work. They're okay. So I'm gonna move on to the next hook set. Okay, so I bought these hooks on Temu. I'm gonna take them out of their package. Okay, so this set looks very nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 hooks. There's no scannable thing on here to show you. 3.0 mm. Here's a 2.5 mm. 3.5 mm, 4.5 mm, 4.0 mm, a 5, a 5.5, and a 6. So these are, they feel plastic. They definitely feel plastic. They do not feel like clay to me at all. Let me grab one of my clay hooks. So this is a clay hook. I don't know. I don't know if they're clay. I'll have to research that and put that down below if they are, or if they're plastic. They feel nice though. I wouldn't doubt if they are plastic, and I also wouldn't doubt if they're clay. I'm guessing they're plastic. So the size is debossed on this side, and then it's printed on this side. So this eventually will rub off, but this is debossed, so it's not going anywhere unless you really rub that on stuff. So there's a nice range of sizes here. Hook heads are, I mean, there's no snag on them, but they don't feel as slick as some. Let me put these 3 down. See, they sound like plastic to me. That one feels smoother. Maybe they just need to be used. They'll feel better. So I'm going to try these out. Looks like they have more of the Boye style head. And they are very much glued in here. So they are not wiggling at all. This has no give. It's not soft, it's hard. And there is a thumb rest here. I do have some yarn sitting by. This is from my Crochet Society box. This is DK weight. I'm going to go ahead and use probably a 4 mm on it. The colorway for this yarn is Dust Storm. This is, I think you can buy this on their website, Signet Yarns, or Crochet Society. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked into it. 100 grams, doesn't say the yardage, but it's 360 meters. It feels a lot like Baby Magic, the striping stuff from Ice Yarns, or Lion Brand ice cream. So 4.0 mm. I like the design on these hooks. I think it's pretty. Just gonna go ahead and crochet. They are a little bit short in my hand, which is, you know, fairly typical of hooks because I have larger hands. Hits me right there. So if I was to crochet with this for long periods of time, it could bug me. It might not, it just depends. But it does hit in that spot that is not favorable for me most of the time. There is a little bit drag on the hook head, but I think it just needs to be used. Let me rub it with my hand a little bit because I did put lotion on before I started the camera because my hands have been very dry. So let's see if that helps. Can't hurt, right? Yes, that actually helped. That helped quite a bit. I don't feel the drag as much at all. It's actually nice, like the thumb, this part is a bump, but it's not uncomfortable. Like my fingers going back and forth from the bump to the thumb rest, and it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes that bump gives me issues if it is too large, but this one is good. The yarn is sticking to my fingers a little bit, but that's because I am dry. It doesn't have anything to do with the hook. It feels like a decent hook. Only been working with it for a couple of minutes, but it feels more efficient to me than most hooks that have the Boye style head. So I don't really know why, because it is definitely a Boye style head. Someday I'm going to have to just straight up buy a Boye hook so I can compare it, because I literally do not possess any within my reach that I can compare this to at all. I know the Crochet Society ones are very much like Boye style, but it is not Clover Amour style, which is this style. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know why. I don't know why it is not an issue for me today, but it's pretty good. So yeah, I like these hooks. I think they're decent. I think they are worth what I paid, and I will put that on the screen. They weren't much at all. I think they're pretty, and I don't think they'll give my hand too much of a problem. Down here where it was hitting, I couldn't feel it. Like, it wasn't in my brain that it was hitting me, or annoying me. It might be that it's so smooth that it wasn't annoying me. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why I like these hooks so much. They're basic hooks, but I don't know, the head works out better than a typical Boye head. And they're comfortable even with the thumb. So it's kind of an odd rating for me to like these, because everything is in the favor of me not to like them. But I like them. They're a good basic set, and I think they're pretty. I would probably give them a 7 out of 10. I like the fact that they are debossed here and then printed over here so that you can see it easier, because this is not easy to see. But when this rubs off, then if you look closely, you can see it here. So that's nice. That's a plus, I think. The heads are nice and smooth. They are all very set in their handles. The handles feel plastic to me. They sound plastic to me. So yeah, I would give these a solid 7 out of 10. I will give you my affiliate link for Temu below, and that gives you a percentage off and or coupon bundle if you're a new user. I don't know what it gives you if you're not a new user. I think it might just be a percentage off of your first order. I'm not sure. Forgive me for not knowing, but I'm already a user. So for me to not be a user, I'd have to click the link, not be a user to know. So if you click the link and you're not a new user, let me know what it says, because I have no idea. I wanted to show the length of the hooks in comparison to each other. The plastic hook handle is a bit longer. So what do I think about these hooks? I think they're okay. I think they have their uses. I think that if you need a hook in your bag to help correct things, or fix a knitting mistake, or just to have a hook in your bag for emergencies so you don't feel like you don't have something to use, I think they're good. I think they would be good if you used polymer clay and you put a handle in the middle. That would be kind of cool. I also thought if you are a DIYer and you can cut this in half, drill a hole in there, smooth off the end, you could make some of those crochet hook keychains. These would be great for that, because you wouldn't be wasting an entire hook to get those keychains made. They wouldn't be different colors, but they would be pretty cool, I think. It is an option maybe I'll do. If I do, I'll share it with you, but that's the best idea I have come up with what I would do with them. They're okay. I wanted it to be better. I wanted more sizes, I guess. I wanted it to say the sizes instead of the numbers. But now you're informed of all of that, so you can make your decision if you want to purchase them. I will put the price down below and my Temu link below as well. So I think they're fair. Like, they're okay. They're not great. They're okay. 4 out of 10 probably, unless I could make keychains out of them, and then I probably rate them about a 5 out of 10. So yeah, with that being said, I will let you go. I appreciate you watching. Take a look at Temu, and they have tons of crochet sets. A lot of them are entire sets with cases. Temu is very cheap. If you have not used them, they pretty much give you all the things that Amazon gives you without the higher price of Amazon. So if you buy things on Amazon, you might as well save your money and buy from Temu. This is not sponsored by Temu. I have an affiliate link for Temu. Temu has not given me anything for free, just the link to save you money and give me a tiny bit of kickback in the process. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And until next time, guys, bye.